See, look at the mold, it's gone. So I'm gonna reposition the blue light now. I'll have before and afters of this, but this is after about 1 month of blue light being constantly on. So yeah, I killed most, if not all, the mold in here. You can see there's a residual on the back, just a tiny amount, but I'm not too concerned about that. But wow, what a difference. Hey guys, in this video I'm going to go over how to take apart the Trane XT80 furnace slash AC unit. This part is a furnace part, and I guess separately, if you live in a state like Texas where I'm at, you can add on the optional AC coil condenser line. And so on this house, I bought this house in 2018, I had a mold issue in the AC coil. I've never had that before in a Texas home. My parents' home never had that. I don't know why this home does, but I'm thinking it's from this. Anyway, I'm thinking from these newer homes, you have an intake from the outside. I noticed the intake box was really dirty. A lot of bugs were getting in there, and also the outdoor intake, what do you call it? I guess the intake, the area where the air comes in from the outside wasn't properly, it wasn't the correct type of screen. It was like a regular AC vent when it should be a mesh screen. Anyway, I turned that off. You can clean that out, but I guess I'm thinking that's what made this one have a mold problem, or just, it's like a musty, stinky sock smell, but apparently from what I've read, houses in Florida get that. So on the downstairs unit was a lot significantly worse than the upstairs unit. Upstairs I didn't really smell anything. Right now the weather's, it's February and the weather's turning 75 degrees. I want to crank on the AC, but I'm going to go ahead and clean the upstairs unit. So I did downstairs unit before. I also installed this UV light that I'm going to install on the upstairs unit as well to prevent any kind of mold or bacteria from going in there. But I just want to take you guys through the steps on how to remove this cover here and access the coils and how to spray it down, and basically pretty easy. But yeah, and then install the light. So the light was from Amazon. It's 89 bucks, not very expensive, super easy to install. But yeah, you know, I don't think it's necessary to call an AC man out here to do this job for you. Cleaning it, the condenser coil is really easy, actually. The only thing that is kind of a pain in the butt, let me see if I can dim this light just a bit, and I will show you guys, is right now I'm in the process of cutting. See that white stuff? That's just kind of like a sealant paint that they put on there. Basically, you have to cut it off and to allow you to access the bolts. And you can basically remove this whole panel piece right here. And that exposes the AC coils, where you can spray some AC coil cleaner and clean it out. So yeah, let me get started on it. You're going to want to slowly cut around the bolt to allow you to fit a hex over it. Move that sealant carefully, you don't want to hurt your fingers. Now, if your system is like mine, you're gonna have a bolt hidden. You're gonna have to loosen this up, remove this, and there's a whole bolt. That bolt hidden right there is extremely difficult to remove. I remember doing the downstairs unit. I had a bear of a time removing that bolt. So you're gonna have to cut the white sealant away, and then dig out some of the white sealant with a razor, and then just find a very, gosh, I think I used, I'm trying to think here. I just used a regular hex wrench to take it off. But it's just a tight squeeze, and then I think when I put it back together, I just left it off, so just in case in the future, if I had to service it again, I don't have to get to that bolt back there. Basically, we're just gonna clean it off, and I'll have some spray I bought off Amazon, and you just spray the coils down, and then I have a little what do you call it? It's like a little water sprayer for weeds. Like you can mix weed chemicals or bugs, like it's a pest control sprayer, and I just fill that up with water. You can buy those off Amazon too. I noticed when they installed this, look at this junk in here. This is freaking unreal. If I can get my hand in there, this paper, this installation paper, look at that. If I can get the camera to focus in. See that installation paper? I cannot believe they left it in there like that. Anyway, let me go get the spray, and you can watch me how I clean it. So let me show you guys something. So remember I was saying that they had left installation paper in there? Look at it. Like mold can grow on cellulose. Like paper is kind of like made from trees, so it's a good area for them to bind to and grow. But you can see that there's mold spots growing on the paper. So that's an indication from the smell that there's definitely mold growing between that V-shaped coil right there. You can buy it off Amazon, and you want to use evaporator cleaner because they won't destroy the coils. Coils are made out of special material. If you use bleach, it's going to corrode it, rust it, and you're going to have a leaking evaporator coil. So buy one of these. You can get them at Lowe's too. It's the brand I'm using. So if they have a stinky, musty sock smell and you notice it coming from your AC system, yeah, that's an indication your coils are probably, there's probably some kind of mold growing in your coils it's causing that foul odor. You're really not going to smell it when you turn the heat on. Like I said, you're only going to smell it when you turn the AC on, because these coils are going to start getting wet and cold, and that's going to let that mold kind of dissolve into the water, and when it blows out from your AC system, you're going to get that smell. Just go ahead and lather it up. Lather it all up, all nice and... You're gonna spray. That's all it is. There we go. Okay. I'll keep this one here. Put it right there. Yeah, that'd be a good spot. Right there-ish. Okay, so make sure it's straight. So bam. We'll be right there. And we'll do this one a little bit lower at 9. And then we'll draw here. Okay. I'm going to reinstall the cover. Alright, so the cover's reinstalled. Get your ruler, your Sharpie, put it back on the square that you marked, go down, make sure you're straight. Drill right there. Pilot hole. Step bit. Ooh, that was hot. That's big enough. And then you're going to take this off. Well, first, let me widen this over just a bit. What I do is I use a Sharpie. I try to go very left and then draw across. Draw. It's pretty good. Up. Up. Draw. Should give you an X. It kind of centers. Double check yourself. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Okay. You're gonna make this hole bigger than the hole that's on the outer cover, just so you can have some leeway. Slightly larger. Carefully minimize the amount of metal shavings by removing the napkin carefully.